Hi everyone, welcome to GameTalk. Ajax FC Twente 2-1 after trailing 1-0 at halftime. Sahbi, we can win games, man. We can win games even against Twente. Who knew?
I even forgot the feeling of winning games. I don't know the feeling that I got. I can't remember it anymore. So it's such a great feeling, and yeah, we did okay. I'm not going to be too enthusiastic, but we got reason to celebrate a win against that third placed FC Twente, who is normally always good from a football perspective. But yeah, we won. But I don't want to talk a lot about the first half. I mean, it wasn't a fun match to watch at all. And yeah, no clear attacking attention. We lacked tactics. There was no line in the way we played. Like if you would watch the game for 10, 15 minutes, you still wouldn't figure out what the plan was or what the plan should have been. So it was really ridiculous and so poor, so disappointed. He started again with a 5-2-3 or 5-3-2 formation. Um, Even with the huge loss last week, he still kept this formation, which is so odd. And yeah, I really feel for Bobby, or felt for Bobby in the first half, because he was on an island, and midfielder didn't know where to play the ball. Really probably forgot how to play football because his passings were terrible and he can't play under pressure. So it's ridiculous. And so that's basically the first half. And Twente also played like on a handbrake. They didn't play with their full intensity, full power. They thought like, okay, we can do this with ease. And the way they scored, they didn't even really celebrate. Like, okay, it was a nice goal, and then yeah, fine, okay, that's it. Uh, while normal, every team who scores in Johan Cruijff celebrates because they're scoring against Ajax. No, nobody takes this Ajax seriously, and that was yeah, yeah, very bad to see from our perspective. But yeah, if you look at the second half, the mentality that changed, the formation that we finally have seen changed from a 5-2-3 formation to a 4-3-3 formation. Taylor playing a hell of a game. He was decent the first half, but second half he was my man of the match. He was so active. He worked hard. He was creative. He gave those passes. He had an assist. Yeah, he did well. And Hato also defensively was very strong in center back in the first half, but also as a left back in the second half. I think we did well, also from a work ethics, because that's what we missed the last couple of games. The intensity, the way we need to fight, and the fans behind the club were also amazing, especially in the second half. So all with all, really happy, and we need to stick with the 4-3-3 system. That makes us dangerous again. And you could see that the team was comfortable with this system, with the 4-3-3 system, and that's what I want to see with the 5-2-3 system. Players don't know how to walk, how to go deep, islands. Yeah, it's ridiculous. We need to stick with the 4-3-3, and then hopefully we will get some results because of that. And we'll leave the floor up to you now, Juan.
No, it's all good, man. I'm listening. I'm listening. Everybody's listening to you. I will come up with the comments in a bit. I do apologize if my voice sounds a little bit weird. It's because I've been sick for a week, so apologize in advance.
No need to.
Overall, Sahbi, overall, let me ask you this question: did we deserve to win this game?
Yeah, based on the second half overall, yeah, because Twente didn't really create that many chances. This was a game, a match where we didn't see a lot of chances. So the way we played, the second half mainly, that's where we made the difference, And Twente didn't know how to cope with that extra man in midfield, with Taylor in midfield, because in the first half they played with ease. Every pass that they received, they had ton of time to give those crosses. Now it was they didn't have the time. We kept on pressuring them. I'm not saying we played our best game, but we did play our best game for ages. So I'm happy with the way we played, and we deserved it indeed based on the second half.
Yeah, my second question is looking at the coach. You already mentioned he made a tactical switch, also system-wise, formation-wise, going back to 4-3-3 in the second half to try and change something. Should we, at this point, because we have been criticizing Van het Schip quite some time for his maybe lack of tactics, lack of trying something new, etc. But he did switch it around. Can we give him his flowers now, or
No, why?
why not?
I mean, every dumbass could see that a 4-3-3 system is the best system for this squad. And if he kept on playing the 5-2-3 or 5-3-2 system, while you saw the last match and you saw the first half, it would be ridiculous to keep playing that system. So he was obliged to amend that formation again. And he kept on stating, like, we don't have the players for it, but we do have the players for it. And if we don't have the players for it, put a player who can play on that position. If you don't have a right winger, put somebody in from our youth squad.
Yeah, talking
Keep
about
that
the right.
formation.
Yeah, talking about the right wing position. We know Linson for the formation in advance before the game. He was supposed to be on the right wing, but he was injured, couldn't proceed. So Gots came in. We know Gots is better from the left side, but going forward, if like what you're saying, you want to keep playing 4-3-3 going forward, for you, it's okay to put Gots on the right wing then?
Yeah, I mean, we saw in the previous games, not the final game, but the games before, he did also well from the left side and from the right side. So he can cope. And if he's the best we got at the moment, we should stick to that. He's dangerous. We need creative players with speed and who can dribble, and we don't have those players really available. Yeah, I mean, he's basically our own player who can really be decisive with his dribbles. People can name Bergwijn, but he doesn't do shit when you dribble with his dribbling's ability. So who do we have?
Okay.
Nobody. So you need to play him.
Yeah. Look, last week, I don't want to bring it up again, but I have to just mention that one of the things is that we lost big time against Feyenoord. But the biggest criticism from our side, from a lot of fans, was how do you let yourself get slaughtered like that? Where is the energy? Where is the fight? Where is that? Is the football is not fine? That's one thing.
Exactly.
But you do have to show everything you can. Do you feel from 0 till 90 minutes today, from start till finish, Ajax showed that they're gonna give everything today in the arena? Looking back,
not in the first half. Not in the first half. I saw a really lame Ajax who maybe tried, but as I said, they don't feel comfortable with that formation.
Okay.
And that's why they don't put that intensity, because they don't know where to put it and how to put it. In the second half, you could see the big difference. It's like 180 degrees of difference. Taylor, he was playing like he was playing in that position for decades, and keep on playing there. I mean, I'm not a fan of Taylor as a whole. I know a lot of fans are not fans as well, but you got to give him credit. He played one of his best games today, and he did well in every aspect. And Brobbey did well. Midfield was a bit poor, but you could see if they can't handle the technical side, they work hard and do the necessary to bring at least the result. And with the fans behind them, they could put in that extra mile, and you could see that in the second half.
About Taylor, right? Because you just triggered me with a question. Just my final question before I go to the comments. You mentioned him as man of the match. At the same time, you're saying he's not my favorite player. Are you seeing? I know it's very hard to say this because we are going through one of the worst, season in Ajax history. But still, are you? Because we always corrected him or we were criticizing him for not being defensively aware. not recovering the balls, not doing the defensive efforts, etc. Are you seeing Taylor, maybe not only today is maybe a pinnacle, but in the last few games, are you seeing maybe a switch? Are you seeing Taylor also progressing in that department?
Well, the last couple of games he was playing more defensively.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that, I mean, I don't know whether that helped him to do that, working that extra mile for his defensive duties, because he was already in that position. And it was quite easy for those players to play that system, although they were not good. It was easy for them because they were playing really defensively. You could see that in the first half as well. We were really dropping down as a 5-2-3, while even though you could play with a defensive system, you can still pressure them like uh, Atalanta is playing. You know, they can pressure their opponent, although playing with a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
This Ajax, this first half, we really played defensively, and that makes it easy for the defense to defend. But when we try to attack, we are all useless. They played useless, and even in the counter attack, we were poor. So, I mean, if you want to play this system, you should know how to counter attack, because that's the way you want to be dangerous. But even that didn't work out. And for Taylor, it was easy for him as a left back.
So you can only judge him. What you're saying, you can only judge him if we go back to 4-3-3 and see how he performs.
Exactly, and then in that midfield, of course.
Okay. Anything else you want to say? Okay, I go to the comments quickly.
No, man, I'm interested to see how the viewers are.
Everybody is happy, basically. Vincent is saying, is this real? A victory against Twente? Someone pinch me. Yeah. Greg is saying, yeah, unbelievable scene. Something just happened. God bless all. God bless you too, man. Steven is saying, Vincent, we won. Wow. Yeah, everybody. Indrek is saying, Salahuddin is our best player even after leaving the arena. Yeah, that's funny. We understand that one. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, Tony is basically confirming Taylor very good this match. Andrew Layton, Taylor, I pick you on all the time. You found your home at 10. Puntje, puntje, puntje. Van Praag out. Enough of these arrogant bastards. Yeah, a lot of, the fans were basically very loud about that with their banners. So that's clear. Murder Inc. is saying John will play 5-4-1 against Excelsior. Let me pause here a little bit. He can't do that anymore. After this second half, with the remaining games that we have, come on.
No, he can't. I mean, if he returns to a 5-4-1 system, it would be ridiculous by far, really by far. So I don't expect. You never know. You never know with him. But I wouldn't expect a 5-4-1 system if you've seen the game of today.
Yeah. Chris is saying or asking, did Ajax win or did Twente bottle it? What's your view on this?
Twente didn't play that well. I think if they put in much more effort in the first half, much more intensity, and try to pressure, they would have gone with 2-3-0 after the first half. So they bottled it in the first half, but in the second half, it was just our win. Yeah. So, based on the first half, but based on the second half, totally deserved to win.
All right. Let me go to Keith. Taylor and Brobbey connection, like toothbrush and toothpaste united. 4-3-3 is the answer. Ajax youth. Yeah, very nice. Nice comment, by the way, Keith. Thank you for that. Dada is saying Ajax is not Ajax anymore, but Johan Cruyff Arena is still powerful. Absolutely. I think also somebody mentioned, maybe I brushed over it. Here we go. Murder Inc. said, I love the energy after Brobbey's goal. They all started to press. Yeah. And also, the connection with the arena, with the fans. It was very good.
The same applies with Bergwijn, of course. When he scored a penalty, it's like a relief for everybody in the arena. And it was nice to see the energy.
Yeah, absolutely. FC Lawrence is saying the second half is the Ajax we want to see. 4-3-3, positive mentality and fighting for the win. 5-4-1 should be the permanently drop now, and let's finish off the season strong with 4 out of 4 wins. And hopefully we don't have to play playoffs. Amen to that, FC Lawrence. Skyerk is saying in Dutch, mannen, een zwaluw maakt nog geen zomer, hè? So don't be too happy with just one win. It doesn't mean that the season is saved or something like that,
Yeah.
or next game is going to be good again. We understand that, but let us be happy, man. Seriously, it's been a long time.
Give
We
us
have
give
to
us a
win.
break, indeed. Give us a break.
Exactly.
And the
Exactly.
4 wins should be doable if you look at the program. Those are all teams in the low section of the league. And if you play the 4-3-3 system, I really don't see a problem. But hey, we've seen this Ajax, so I won't make any promises to myself that this is going to be a clear win. I predicted a draw, basically only if we would play 4-3-3 and with the fans, etc. But I got a better result than a draw. So
Yeah.
yeah, happy.
But we do understand this comment, of course. We do
Of
understand.
course, of course.
Yeah.
But it's all about results. Now I don't even care about the way we play. It's a
Yeah.
bonus. I really liked it, but
Mhm.
we need to win. Just win, 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 and then let's get it over with this season.
Yeah, exactly. Keith is saying, get well soon. Juano party. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let's see, what else do we have? DMAC is saying 4-3-3. Exactly. Keith is also mentioning Gods penetrated well. Some things that I hope we can see from Bergwijn. Got the ball, tried to play, stab to it. No pass back like Bergwijn. Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah. He's much more. How do you say that? He's much more. He shows much more bravery. And I know Bergwijn, when he was just coming up, I know he was playing at PSV and stuff like that. He used to be like that as well. I don't know what changed.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's becoming more predictable.
Yeah. I have a question for you from Pat. He's asking, how and with whom would you set up our midfield ideally? Love the content, guys. Keep it up. Thank you, Pat. Sahbi? The midfield, 4-3-3, let's say, going forward.
Difficult one. Based on a form, I would play in the game today. Of course, I will play in midfield Taylor on the 8th position, give him room and space to cover the 10 and get back. I would opt for the number 10 position, Hilinson, and for the defensive midfield, for now. I don't see any really great defensive midfielder at the moment. You got Mansverk, Tahirovic, and Van der Bomen, but all three really don't. I don't know. Van der Bomen didn't play that much, so I can't really say like I want to see Van der Bomen. Although I really like his creativity.
It's crazy though, Sahbi, if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I saw Van der Bomen being subbed off for Tahirovic
Yeah.
today, and I was thinking like when we signed him, he was one of the best players in France, and
Yeah, but also
he also
preseason.
had a good first couple of weeks at Ajax. We were all like, he should be the captain. He's
Yeah,
gonna bring his
preseason
Ajax
he
to
was
this
also that
level,
great. Yeah,
etc.
exactly. I don't know what changed. Is he number 8 or is he number 6? It's still really for 8. He's in my opinion too slow. For a 6, he might be able to help out the defense and then build up the play from the back. That's something that he could work upon. But for now, I will give him in time definitely the benefit of the doubt. But for now, I would stick with either Tahirovic or with Mansverk.
Okay, so who would be the third one then? Taylor?
Yeah, I said Taylor first, and then Hilson
sorry.
at 10, and then one of the Mansverk or Tahirovic for now.
Yeah, all right. Christian has a question for you as well, which is a little bit not related to the game, but it was news today as well. The 3 board members of the supervisory board have announced that they're leaving. Of course, a lot of pressure now on the board, including Van Praag.
Yeah.
But at least these 3 are now leaving. Your quick reaction on this?
A blessing in the sky. It was a matter of time. They felt the pressure, and they were ultimately responsible for what happened in the past. And then I'm talking about Maurice Hendricks. They were responsible for getting in. That went terrible. But also the supervising of the transfer fees. Basically, also their responsibility. If the fees were that high with Mislintat, with the transfers of the players of Mislintat, they should have been they should have been aware of this, and and they could have stopped it, just like how Blind stopped the transfer of the keeper of Benfica because of the fee, etc. They really lost it. So yeah, they need to get out. And in my opinion, Van Praag can get out as well if he sticks to his arrogance and his stubbornness in relation with Alex Cruz. So I mean, we need a clean slate, like all or nothing. If we change a little bit, they won't do it. We need to change everything and start from scratch.
Yeah. Related to that, I have to ask you 2 other questions, maybe before other people ask you. So we know there is a letter which has sent also to the supervisory board prior to what we heard today, yesterday evening, on behalf of the Ajax Association, telling the Ajax supervisory board to reconsider dismissing Cruz and finding other solutions. Your reaction on that? And on top, the other question that I have, we know also that Kelvin de Lang now will take over being the technical manager for, also dealing with the upcoming transfers this summer, etc., etc. So your quick reaction on those 2 news that we just heard the last few days.
Yeah. So I mean, I was happy with that letter, of course, because it sends out a message to all the fans in what we all think. I mean, the majority think. But they had, in my view, they had to take those actions way before. It's a bit too late now, because they, in my view, they had to put in, because there's an agenda for the shareholding meeting on the 21st of May, where the resignment of Cruz will be discussed.
Wasn't it brought back to April now? They will be discussed in April.
No. I think the shareholders meeting that's in May, but in April it's the Ajax Association who is going to have that meeting at the end of April, 25th of April.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they had the opportunity to put in as an agenda point a vote of whether to keep the supervisory board or not, based on the decisions that they have made in relation with Cruz. I think that would have been a more strict, severe message. Now it's more on, okay, can you please reconsider? It's more of a question to them, like, okay, can you please reconsider, instead of being more firm, like demanding they had to reconsider instead of asking to reconsider. So I think, I mean, the message is okay, but it could have been a better one.
Yeah. All right. All right. And about Long, quickly.
Yeah, Lang. Yeah. I mean, for now, he's the best fit. He did quite okay for during the transfer window in the winter. So to keep him responsible for the summer transfer window, I think that would suit him well, in cooperation, of course, with others within the technical management.
Exactly. All right. Going back to the game quickly. We did a sidestep. Steven is saying, Juan, so Van het Schip can go back to 5-4-1. I googled John Van het Schip career stats. He's never had a win percentage over 50%. Ooh, all right.
How much is that now?
But we're trying to be positive now today, man. Please, let's for once.
Let's keep it positive.
For once. But thank you for the stat. I appreciate it, though. Aardappelschil is saying, as a certified Taylor hater, he played really good today. Yeah, he did. He was really good today.
Yeah.
I'm also happy for him. He also had difficult times, especially this season. So good for his for his maturity as well, as a player. Rolserkont, agree with Sahbi. Van Praag can get out too. There's no director right now. We only have our commercial director, who is a GOAT. He is very good. I agree. Pat is saying, just assign Cruz as technical director and find another CEO if that feels morally better.
That would be an option, but Praag already stated that it's a no-go based on the advices from the experts. So I don't know who the experts are, the lawyers, I don't know. But apparently they want him all out.
Exactly. All right. Coming back to the game. If anybody has one final question, maybe for Sahbi, let me know. I have my final question, which I will ask you right now. the the overall game of today, um, does it change your feeling compared to what you had last week? Because like one of the comments we just received, één zwaluw maakt nog geen zomer. So basically, it's only one game, guys. We've seen what this season has been all about. Should we go into this week being content and being hopeful we're going to get the remaining 12 points out of 4 games? Or are you still hesitant because you don't know this roller coaster, what's going to take you, and you're not 100% sure if Van het Schip is going to change formation, yes or no?
Juan, I'm going to be honest with you. It's like I'm having, I call it schizophrenia. On the one hand, I'm saying, yeah, 4 games, quite easy, normally easy opponents on paper. We did well. Hopefully, 4-15, we keep on playing, but I still got that open wound, because of that loss against Feyenoord, and because of Van Schip not changing his mind during the game, and so on. It's a roller coaster because, I mean, we've won today, but that doesn't really mean that we will win the next game, because just like go ahead, we fucked it up in the last minute. It can go all the way this season with the other 4 games. I feel like the poison cup is not empty yet.
My God. Okay, yeah.
As a Dutch phrasing. So I'm not that enthusiastic or something like that. No, absolutely not. But it's some sort of a small relief today.
Understood. Final questions, going over them right now. Murder Inc. is asking, what's up with Berghuis? Your view on this?
I really don't know. It's.
Do you believe? Let me put it this way. I mean, you cannot know for sure because we don't know for sure. But Van het Schip is still giving feedback that it's his knee and his back. How much do you believe that? Because it's been a long time now. He's not even trading still.
No, I mean it's a good it's potentially an option that he is still having issues with his back. We don't know. The only thing I know for sure is that he won't play this season, and he will leave for sure. Looking at his salary, looking at the fact that we won't play Champions League football, he will definitely leave. So I think we've already seen his last game.
Wow. Okay. All right. Christian is asking, with 4 games remaining and a 7-point gap with AZ, do you still think it's possible to reach spot 4?
Is this a rhetorical question, or is this
No, I think he really. No, I
Christian,
think he really means it.
Christian, bro. No, man. I think we'll even have to make. We need to be lucky to grasp that 5th spot. To be honest, and I'm positive we can regain that 5th spot. But the 4th one, it's, although AZ is having a big, a difficult program. They still have to play against Twente, and I don't know, maybe Utrecht, I think, as well. But nonetheless, it's too late. It's too late for that. We lost points against clubs which we didn't have to lose points. Go Ahead Eagles is a perfect example. If we would gain those 2 points, it might have been a possibility, but nah, I don't see it. I'm just hoping for a 5th spot, and then I mean, I'm not proud to say it, but we will have to wait for Feyenoord to win the cup to really grasp that 5th spot and don't have to play playoffs, because that's it's a difficult thing to swallow, Juan. To be
I know. We're dependent on Feyenoord.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. Yeah, that's true. Let me see. One moment. Yeah, Vincent's reacting, saying, I'm always squeezing my butt cheeks when I think of Ajax these days and the games ahead. But I'm glad we showed character today, and I'm hopeful we can hold it until the end of the season. That's the spirit. We hope the same.
That's the keyword. The character. That's the keyword. The 4-3-3 and character. Those are indeed the keywords.
Yeah. Yeah, Indrek is saying about Berghuis, where is he? I mean, he was not that injured last time he played. I mean, honestly, that's the thing, we're all basically doubting whether he's really injured or something happened maybe, and that he won't play anymore this season.
And because of the privacy legislation, they're not open to give give background on his so-called injury.
All right. Steven said sorry about the previous question. No need to be sorry. You can say whatever you want. Okay, here's more realistically. We're going to be in the playoffs for European play, basically. Do you think this team has it together enough to qualify? All right. So let's say for this question, hypothetically, Feyenoord wins. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but let's say fifth spot is enough not to be in the playoffs. Do you think we can hold a fifth spot? Let me put it this way. Sahni.
We can hold, yeah, just like I mentioned, we can hold the fifth spot, because I don't think NEC will win all their games, and they will put all their attention to the final next week. If they win, they're already in Europe, so they won't even care that much about the fifth spot. If they lose, then maybe that will circle through in the remaining games, and they will probably lose points there as well. So I'm confident we will reach the fifth spot. But if we have to play the playoffs, then it all depends on how we play the 4 games that are still coming. Because if we play poor there, then the opponents will taste blood, with the likes of Utrecht, who is quite good. NEC is doing well. And then there are other clubs who are fighting for that spot as well. Sparta, here, they're all decent clubs, and I'm really sorry for the viewers that I have to say this, but we'll have to look down to those clubs. We can't look at clubs like Feyenoord or PSV when we talk about the level of quality. And it's so unfortunate to say that it's so unfortunate that has to come out of my mouth, but the upcoming season will probably be the same unless we get super great signings of players who really want to come to Ajax this season and want to wait for playing Champions League in the upcoming season or seasons. But we'll just have to fight with those clubs in the meantime.
What would you say? What would you say the weight? If you have to give a weight to something in terms of decision, do you think the players will push us to a higher level next season, or the coach will push us to a higher level next season? Which is more important in your view?
I think it starts with the coach. I mean, you can make with a great coach, you can make a decent team a great team. Exactly. And now we don't have a team. We have individual players who are quality-wise not up to par for certain players, and we already know that players of a high caliber of in terms of quality on paper will leave, and I'm saying quality, but if I talk about Bergwijn on paper, but not in practice, but those players will leave. Berghuis will leave. I don't know about Broby, whether he would stay. I would love to keep him one more season, but I won't be surprised if he would leave as well. So there are a lot of players who could leave, and then who will get as their replacement? That's one. Who will get as an additional quality injection? Will those players come? Do they want to come? They don't play. They won't play Champions League. Maybe they won't even play Europe. They play with a new team. They will have to play for Europa League spots because the Champions League spots will be a bridge too far. It's going to be difficult. So the coach can do miracles, and let's hope we get to find a good one.
Miracle worker, yeah. Final comments. Lawrence is saying, as it is a difficult schedule, he's basically confirming what you said. NEC away, Twente home, Eagles away, Utrecht home. It's funny though, because these are all our direct opponents as well for the 5th spot. So that's funny. Let's see where we end this season. Correct. Keith is saying, we deserve nothing this season. I don't care now. Just play 43. Entertain me as a supporter. And they say we'll win the cup. Okay, that's not beneficial for us, but okay, all right. If that's your opinion,
I wouldn't mind, to be honest. I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind what? And they say winning the cup?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pavimento is saying, I disagree with Sahbi there. Balancing this team can get us much more than what we are seeing now. I think Sahbi said the same, but he's saying the coach is because I made him choose. The coach is important. Yeah. So I don't think you guys disagree, to be honest.
Papi.
Yeah. Anyways, Steven is saying Ericsson. What do you mean, the player? Is that what you're saying? Maybe get him? I don't know. What do you think, Sabi?
I think he means whether Ericsson would be an added value next season when he comes to Ajax.
What do you
I
think?
think that's what he means. Yeah, quality, 100%. I mean, the Premier League is not the Eredivisie, Juan. If he could play certain games at Premier League level, he can play the whole season at Eredivisie level.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
All right, you'll take him. You'll make you.
I would definitely take him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, guys, this is it. Congratulations, everyone, with the win. I think our next game is not next weekend because then there will be the KNVB Cup final, but it will be midweek, the week after. But we will be back on Thursday with the regular stream. We will talk about some of the things that's going on. Maybe we'll know more about the organizational stuff that's going on. Maybe, we'll have more news about that. And for now, I just want to end with one more comment that just came in from Indrek. The most important thing is the team needs now and in the future is stability. No inside fighting like Cruz van Praag, Stijn, Mislintat, or whoever against whoever, just peace. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Clean slate.
Clean
slate.
Yeah, and as they say in Dutch, all the noses in the right direction. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, congratulations, everyone, and enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you on Thursday. Take care.